Good evening, Fort Thomas community, and thank you for tuning in tonight as we are continuing with NTI Days, non-traditional instructional days. We only have a couple of weeks left of school, and our teachers and staff and students are still working really, really hard. Here's one example. Katie Wald, teacher at Moyer Elementary School, continues with surprise and delight and novelty for students, just like many of our teachers are doing. For example, this is a balloon pop technology-wise that she did, and it showed that there was going to be a movie and popcorn. Just an example of the creative things that our teachers are doing. In addition, we just found out today there's a whole magazine article in the Kentucky School Board's Journal about media specialist Jason Gay, who is the media specialist at Highlands High School, and high school senior Magnus Everding. They have been working really, really hard to create some extenders for masks for our healthcare workers. So thank you so much. They are the epitome of what we are doing with our Portrait of a Graduate to grow empathetic collaborators. That's one of our 5 competencies. Empathetic collaborator on our Portrait of a Graduate has a few different categories, and we are always looking to grow students and our adults too that are always sharing and supporting each other. So thank you very much for that. You might have heard today that the graduation plan is out. If you haven't heard about that, you'll be really excited about what we're doing. The high school has worked very, very hard. Mr. Bertasso, also Ms. Grillo, Mrs. Carter, all of this whole team to make sure this is an experience of a lifetime. Also, a special shout out to our district office, a couple of assistant superintendents, Jamie Flaherty and Bill Bradford, for working really, really hard to make this happen. We're very excited about the possibility. If you don't know yet about the graduation plan, I won't spoil it, but here's the website to go to find out the video from Mr. Bertasso. And then also, talking about Highlands High School and the team that's working to make this amazing graduation happen, Mr. Jeff Schneider, who is, by the way, the state assistant principal of the year, and who has been helping the team of Mr. Bertasso and Mr. Neaporty going around and giving lots of great gifts, as our other principals have been doing. He has a special announcement tonight in our Spotlight on Assistant Principals.
Well, hello, Fort Thomas. Mr. Schneider here, hoping that everybody is happy and healthy and during this super unusual time. And one thing I can definitely say is that in the almost 20 years of being an educator, I've never had anything this unusual happen to me. One thing for sure is that we definitely miss all the students, we miss all the teachers, and really looking forward to getting back to some normalcy. So hopefully that happens sooner than later, and really anxious to get back to school. The question was asked is, what does the day look like for the assistant principal at Highlands High School? Daily, pretty typical. Checking with Mr. Bertasso and Mr. Neaporty usually on a daily basis. Normally once a week, checking with all the guidance counselors and just kind of review some different things that are going on with students while we're doing the NTI part of the school year. A lot of virtual meetings, a lot of answering emails, just kind of your basic, phone call type things like that. Big picture thing for us is trying to foreshadow what's really going to happen next. Trying to stay out in front and have multiple different plans. So when we do hear what's going to happen from the governor, that we know what we need to do, and hopefully we can have the most effective plan we can put into place that's going to benefit all of our teachers, students, the community, etc. Continuing to offer support to teachers. That's the main part of my job, and offering support to the students as well. And so it looks a little different than it does when we're in the building, but that's the big part that we really want to focus on. So if students have issues, they can reach out to us and we can communicate with them. If teachers are having different issues, they can reach out to us and we can communicate with them and make sure that they get everything that they need to make sure that NTI is going to be a successful thing. Another big thing for me is that, I have 3 kids that are at home too, and so I'm running a little bit of a homeschool here as well. We've had a lot of cooking, a lot of cleaning, a lot of learning, a lot of experience, a lot of fun, and so it's been nice to be with the kids all day, but it's also been challenging when you're trying to make sure they're doing all their schoolwork, and then also making sure that you can do everything you can do for your job. one of the other big things I always try to do every week is I send out a weekly update from the assistant principal's office, and it normally has any kind of schedule changes, upcoming birthdays, try to put some different funny stories in there. For the most part, that's pretty much stayed the same, but I have added a section of all the funny memes normally revolving around homeschooling. And I know one thing for sure is that the memes are a little more colorful now. As the longer we're on this NTI journey, the more colorful the memes are. Coming from educators, coming from parents with their own kids, coming from kids too. So they've been pretty entertaining. I try to pick 2 or 3 of the funny ones and throw them in there just to get everybody laugh and keep everybody's spirits up. But that's really about it. Like I said before, we miss you guys, and we're looking forward to getting back to school and having some normalcy. Thank you.
Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again on Monday to give you continuing updates and highlighting our students, our staff, our teachers, and you, our community members. Thank you.